Do you expect this team to make a move before the trade deadline? I mean, this would be a really good time to make a move considering all the time off they have. And if someone has to come over from an American team, they can quarantine. Would you like to see them add a forward or a defenseman? What are your thoughts on that real quick?
Oh, Bruno, I fully expect this team to add. It's like what we talked on before of this year as an opportunity. I fully expect at least that first round pick to be gone. And even like looking down the prospect list of like certain names, like, I don't know, man. I think we might be shocked to see someone go that we're not maybe fully ready for, but it's a rare opportunity in the way that where this team's at right now and the structure of the playoffs. And they're looking in the mirror and saying, this is who we are and this is our opportunity. So I said, oh, they can't fuck around. So like I want and expect them to do something. I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen right now, like during this stretch where they're not playing too often. But again, like you said, it makes sense because the whole quarantine thing. So we may see it. We may wake up tomorrow and there's a trade, and then that player can do his thing and come into the lineup.
Yeah, but I think anything's in play at this point because, like you mentioned, like we could trade a first round pick, and even I saw an article on Sportsnet.ca. I believe it was from Luke Fox, who even brought up the idea that the Leafs could trade Rodion Amirov, who they just picked in the first round this past season.
Fully in play, 100%.
And if they can add, a quality defenseman or a top six forward, they might have to part with a guy like that. And I know Leafs fans got really excited when, they took Rodion Amirov last year and they saw him play at the World Juniors for Russia. And he looks like he's a really good, skilled forward, but that's someone who could certainly be in play if they want to upgrade this team, because like we've said, it's now or never. Now, is this the last year that the team's going to be blown up? No, but
according to Mark Mathot, we only got 2-3 years, and then it's all shutting down. So,
but based on
we really want you on this show, Mark. Come on,
Mark, you got to come on. You really got to come on. But no, based on the way this year is set up, and we've talked about this on previous shows with the Canadian division being the first two rounds of the playoffs before you get to the Final Four, there might not be a better chance for the Leafs to get to a Stanley Cup final in, let's call it, the Matthews and Marner era than right now.
Yeah, no, this is it. It's not that this is it in the way that it's now or never, but this is the best chance on paper. Like this will be it in the way of like the carpets rolled out. I'll ask you this one though, because this name popped in my head, and Leafs fans may not want to hear me say this. Would you consider letting go of Timothy Liljegren?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Rasmus Sandin is the player you got to hold on to. And, who knows? Maybe within the next couple of days, both of them are going to get traded. You never know, right? But I think that Sandin at this point has, I think, pretty much solidified the fact that he's going to be a better player than Timothy Liljegren. And I know that they were both first-round picks. And, I remember when Liljegren was coming out, I believe he had mono, and he was supposed to get picked higher in the draft. And Leafs,
Bruno, they had him at first overall. They had Liljegren at first overall the year before his draft, and then the whole mono thing and all that.
Yeah, slipped down the draft board. These smart and savvy Leafs, swooped in and stole him, mid to late first round. But at this point, I mean, based on what I've seen from Sandin, I would be upset if they let him go. But with Liljegren, I don't think I feel the same at this point.
Yeah. No, I agree. What Robertson? That'd be madness.
That's another good one. Lepore, I mean, just like
I know, but Robertson. Now we're getting into things like I want something crazy, but like that, I want. But something
that's
crazy
in play. That's in play, and you know what? I think Leaf fans have to recognize that, because based on where this team is at right now, and listen, I think especially this offseason, they really placed an importance on like good veteran, solid leadership. Guys like Wayne Simmons and Joe Thornton. And listen, these guys aren't going to go out there and win you a Stanley Cup.
Well, Spezza might.
Only going to go. What's that?
Spezza might.
Oh yeah, Jason Spezza might. He's probably the best player in the world right now.
Oh yeah, he's a Hart Trophy winner, Jason Spezza.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's like, so they've clearly placed, an importance on having guys like this in the lineup, right? Where it's like I said, those guys aren't going to move the needle necessarily, but maybe they go out and try to get another experienced grizzled vet. And I'm not saying they're going to go out and get some 40-year-old guy, right? But
well, people keep bringing up Stahl, and I'm like, they're not going to do that. Like,
but maybe they trade a Robertson or a Liljegren or a Rodion Amarov or a Rasmus Sandin. You never know. They really could part with any of these guys.
You're making me
especially
sweat, Bruno.
If there's someone that they're really targeting and that Dubas really wants, and he feels like this is the year to do it, then Lepore, honestly, man, I wouldn't be surprised at all if he pulls the trigger on a deal involving any of those players.
Yeah.
But
it's going to be fun.